Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Wilwell, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes you to sincerity. Alright, I'll go through a few scriptures here. Today's Psalms 119, 113, and say, I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Because vain thinking will often be a big issue that you'll have sometimes in the truth. Even before I was in the truth, I didn't have as much vain thoughts sometimes as I have when I in the truth now. When I was in the truth, I used to focus on other things. But now, you'll see that your spirits always trying to invigorate your mind to focus on real foolishness. Because that is the job. The job is trying to cause it to error or to cause it to go off. So you realize vain thinking will tend to be a problem for you a little bit. So you look up the word vain. Say vain. It's excessively proud of or concerned about one's own appearance, quality, achievements, etc. Right? See, vanity is against the scriptures. The Most High, as the scriptures say pride come before destruction. It's devoid of real value, idle, unprofitable from, worthless. Which is really how vanity is classed as worthless, because you realize to yourself that none of those things are profitable. And people proud just try to esteem the self. They think highly of the self. And that contrary to humility or humbleness, because humbleness means to think little or low of oneself. So all these things just be riffing against the Most High and how you were to be. Today's Wisdom of Solomon 1 verse 3 it say, for froward thoughts separate from the Most High and his power. When it is tried, reprove it the unwise. So when it is you try with that way of thinking, you'll end up being reproved to the ending, because you will be more far from the Most High than you might expect. Say there's the word froward. It say willfully contrary, and contrary means to be like opposite or to be against something. It say not easily managed, right? Come an example here. Opposites of toward. So if you're thinking frowardly in terms of opposite of the Most High, because the Most High ordered you to be humble. So if you thinking vain or proud, then you'll be opposite to how you were to be. Therefore the Most High can't work with you. So vain thoughts is something that could cause you to error very often. Vain thoughts and vain teachings. If somebody teaching vanity, the only thing that you'll learn from that is vanity. Say the Ephesians 5 verse 6, it say, let no man deceive you with vain words. It say, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. And the only thing vanity could teach is disobedience, really and truly. The only thing vanity could teach is for you to do what you like or what you desire, other than what the Most High way to do. So vanity and vain teachings is always something to be mindful of, because that is exactly what is teaching in this world. All this teacher is vanity. Whenever you watch a movie, all you see is vanity. Everything is just vanity and vexation of spirit, and they try to program vanity into you. When you realize every single, as even how they call it, so-called holidays, It's always vain holidays. It's nothing to do with the Most High. It's just to do about yourself and each other. Nobody has reverence the Most High in any way. Everything is always about vanity, vanity, vanity. Either vain thoughts or vain operations. It says Jeremiah 23, verse 16. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts. It says, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. It says they make you vain. Right? It says they make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart and not out of the mouth of the Lord. So it's how these people is actually teach others to be. Is actually teach others to be vain and only think about what it is they desire other than the obedience of the Most High. So vain thoughts and vain teachings is something to always be mindful of. And there's a spiritual discernment that's coming. Because sometimes when a man being vain, he doesn't realize that he being vain. So you always have to be mindful of these things. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Wilwell, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes you in sincerity. Shalom.